Okay. Next on the agenda is the payment for the Illinois Alluvial Regional Water Company. And that is a request for payment of $22,000. Any questions on the Alluvial water payment? Yes, sir.
This is still part of the original process of the grant and everything that we agreed to.
Yes.
Two questions or two comments maybe. At the Bunker Hill meeting, the open meeting on Bill joining the Alluvial Company, I don't remember if it was the mayor of Bunker Hill or if it was Al Davenport, president of IARWC, made the comment that our mayor said that they would take care of the lawsuit against the Alluvial Water Company.
Their mayor would?
There was somebody, it was either the mayor or it was Al, said that Carlinville will take care of covering the lawsuit. So I just wondered if that's why we're drawing the whole amount right now, is to cover the lawsuit. And the other thing I have on that is because we're in a lawsuit and because the first question of the lawsuit is whether or not we obtained this $30,000 legally, whatever, however you say that, we might have to pay that back. So do we want to go ahead and spend all this money, or would we be wise to hang on to some of it in case we do have to pay it? I mean, until we have a determination on that.
That's Randy.
My question is this is a partnership amongst all the entities. The first time out, we all paid $3,000. Second time around, we paid $5,000. The other two entities paid $3,000 each. Now we're putting in $22,000. The other entities all putting in $22,000 also.
I'm not sure.
I mean, if it's even partnership, everybody should be pulling up to the same table at the same time.
Partnership or not, the original agreement that was voted on and was approved by a majority was $30,000. Technically, this payment, I was against even putting it on the agenda. The first one got put on the agenda. I'm not really sure why, because we'd already agreed to, again, majority voted in favor of paying the Alluvial Water Commission $30,000. That was our maximum. We were going to pay to try and get this up and going. We agreed to that. That was the majority vote. This is part of that $30,000. How the first payment got on the agenda, I really can't tell you why. I agreed to put the second one on because simply the first one went on. This one, I thought, well, we've done the first two, we'll do this one. There's really no reason for this payment, as far as I'm concerned, to be on the agenda because we agreed by, again, a majority vote of the City Council that we would pay $30,000 to this. And this is part of that $30,000. And then this is, from here on, it will be, the $30,000 after this will be voted on and whether or not it continues or whatever. This is, to me, a done deal. It's agreed to have already been paid. We've already agreed. You've already voted on it. You voted on it. Whether you voted A or nay, it was a majority vote, and we agreed to pay this $30,000.
The dynamics of this whole situation has changed since the original vote. We have different players in this company. We were supposed to be a part of making decisions and ruling, and we can't even find out what's going on with this company. And now there's a lawsuit that appears to have boundaries and true facts that this company is illegal. I cannot see us giving $22,000 for an illegal project.
Yeah? Right. Randy, I think you had.
Well, follow up.
Yeah.
Originally, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we put $10,000 in of our own money and got a $30,000 grant for the study, the water study. And we got the $30,000 from the government back. Now we're putting another $30,000 in. So really, it's a $70,000 project because we're using the money, right?
No.
This is that 30.
It's
So who paid the first? We paid 10 for the water, the engineer study, did any of that 30 get spent then or not? When we with Miko Construction, or Miko
No,
Engineering?
we paid them.
We paid him
We've gotten
10,000,
it
that's
back.
it? None of the 30 got
And
spent?
then the 30 came back to us.
But we didn't spend the 30, so the 30
That's what we're
came,
doing
did we
now.
spend 40 originally with Miko? And then we got 30
We're
back?
back.
Now we're spending 30 again?
No, this is the 30 that we got back.
So we didn't spend 40 up front, we spent just 10.
We just got the 30 back.
We spent 10 up front. No, we didn't spend 40, just
30
10.
back.
Okay. I just want to make sure
No,
we didn't,
there's
we're not
another-
getting money back if
The
we're respending for
30
another
that
use.
was agreed upon and voted in a majority that we would spend. This is that 30.
Okay, Sarah, I think, before you. Sarah?
I was just gonna make the motion, I think, do this, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I believe what we voted on was up to 30,000.
Yes.
I think that's up to, depending upon need. And if they had other entities joining in, then I think the thinking was we weren't going to need to spend our whole 30,000. In fact, that was the discussion. But what is the need for $22,000 at this draw, Cindy? Do you know?
Well, yes, I do.
Okay.
So my opinion on this matter is that the city council voted to spend this $30,000 that they received in a grant for this project to move the project forward. Now, those costs, there are legal fees and there are engineering fees. And so we're moving our project forward. Moving a project forward costs money. The city of Carlinville determined to spend $30,000, and the company is simply invoicing them for the money that they already voted to spend. So I don't actually think we need another vote on this issue, but of course that would be something for Dan O'Brien to answer, not myself. But I think the vote's already happened. We're asking them to issue the remainder of that money. So I don't really know how much more discussion we have to have.
Well, I have a little bit more discussion in that at the meeting in Bunker Hill, Al said, if this company has to dissolve, nobody's going to get any of their money back. So we will have given $30,000 for nothing. So
Okay.
can we dole it out a little bit slower, just in case this lawsuit proceeds and the judgment is found against us, and we have to pay back money?
I was not at the Bunker Hill meeting.
But surely you guys
So
have
I
discussed
can't
that.
speak for Alan, and I can't speak for whoever you think may or may not have made that statement. So I can't speak for them, I wasn't there. I haven't spoken to any of them about that, so I can't make any comment about that. But I don't know. I know that when we originally decided to spend this money, that we knew that we were incurring some amount of risk. We would incur that risk no matter what way we went. If we spent money on engineering for some other project and didn't finish that project, that would have been incurring a risk. I believe that the city of Carlinville calculated those risks before they voted the original vote to spend this money, and that they decided that the outcome, they believed in it heavily enough to take a risk, and I think we should honor that until a judge rules on that issue, which has not happened. So that's what I believe about it.
I'm still just waiting to make the motion.
There was something else we did when we decided to go ahead with this money. We put you in charge to bring information back to us so that we could move forward, knowing about the company and the business we were getting involved with. And you're not standing up to your part of the bargain.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make the motion that we allow the $22,000 to the Illinois Alluvial Regional Water Company.
Okay, motion has been made by Alderman Armstrong, second by Alderman Rizzo, that we go ahead and do the request for payment of $22,000 to the Illinois Alluvial Regional Water Company for the formation and support of water company with the further approval of this Carlinville City Council. Any other questions? If not, vote for the roll.
Chairman, point of order. Could you tell us what that payment is for?
Philbrook,
No.
Brackmeyer,
Yes.
Campbell,
Aye.
Teresa,
Aye.
Downey,
Yeah.
Heidler,
No,
Oswald, Tim.
No,
Okay, motion is carried 5-3. And we'll move on to the next item on the agenda.
Actually, I did have an update to their additional.
Oh, do you? Okay, do you want to go ahead and give me?
I would like to go ahead. I know at the last meeting, there was more discussion of the list of 22 entities that the Illinois Alluvial Company had contacted. The matter is currently under consideration by the Illinois Attorney General's office, and we're waiting for a decision on that, and we would respond accordingly at that time because that document belongs to the Illinois Alluvial Regional Water Company. So that's my update on the list of 22 entities that were contacted. The update on the company itself at this point is that an opposition group has filed a lawsuit via Mr. and Mrs. Brotzi, which challenges the company's authority. We believe that it's a calculated effort to disrupt our membership drive and obstruct our progress and further some hidden agenda. Our attorney has thoroughly researched the issue and he's confident that we will ultimately prevail. In short, the plaintiff believes that Dillon's rule applies, but case law and legislative history for Section 10A of Article 7 of the Illinois Constitution clearly indicate that it does not. Attorney Foreman believes that this is a good opportunity for us to put all of the misinformation to rest once and for all, so that our project may proceed and we can move the project forward to bring clean water to Carlinville. He looks forward to an opportunity to present the issue in court where reason and rule of law typically prevail, and that YouTube videos and the uninformed are given the credence they deserve, which is none. The Alluvial Company is currently in the process of recruiting new members. 2 of those communities, Carrollton and Bunker Hill, had public meetings to discuss their project and the interest in the project recently. I did not attend those meetings out of respect for those communities, with the knowledge that some faction from Carlinville would probably present themselves and cause a majority of a quorum to be present and interrupt the public meeting of another community with a meeting of the city of Carlinville. So I did not attend, which was a wise decision, as I understand that Alderman Toon and Alderman Heigert attended one and Alderman Toon attended the other. So perhaps they would like to give an update on their activities also pertaining to the Illinois Alluvial Water Company. But as for now, that completes my update as a board member.
Okay. Ms. Bennett.
well, yeah, I'll be happy to give an update on both meetings. Carrollton discussed it. They had a lot of questions. There was a lot of misinformation. They were under the impression, I believe, that each entity was going to have their own water treatment plant. Where they got that, I have no idea. But they had a lot of questions. There were a lot of good people in the audience that asked questions. And their determination was that they would have their engineer do a cost analysis of working, doing the repairs on their current water treatment plant versus investing in the regional plant. So they kind of left it hanging while they're waiting for their engineer to do his study. That was a determination on their part. And Bunker Hill just basically had a lot of questions. They were very receptive and open and welcomed questions and answered questions, and Al was there and answered questions. And as you well know, the next 2 nights they voted unanimously to move forward.
That's all I have to update.
Okay, next on the agenda is a notice to receive for the standard edition